What's up, everybody? This is yours truly, Phoenix the Fallen Angel. I bummed out. Anyways, the creator of the Essence, and this is Dungeons and Dumbasses Final Fantasy Edition.
Yay!
So today we're actually doing something a little different. We're actually doing an origin story episode, so it'll be a lot shorter than the other ones, but it is a cool idea that me and the homie Renegade thought of recently. So with that being said, do you care to introduce yourself?
What up, what up, what up? It's Renegamer, aka Nero, aka Imperium, back at it with Dungeons and Dumbasses Final Fantasy Edition. What's good, Phoenix?
What's up, brother? So, as I was saying, this is an origins / lore video.
Yes.
Episode, I should say. So obviously Renegamer plays as the Occurian, known as Imperium. But as everybody knows, the very first episode, everybody just kind of showed up at Clan Centurio, but there was really no backstories to anybody. So with this mini series within the already big expanded series, I think I'm gonna call these side quests. I think it makes sense.
It might as well be. So then they'll know every character because they already know the characters by name, obviously, but they want to know more, obviously, where they came from or how they all met.
Yeah, so they know the main story, and if they want to follow the side quests, which would be the spin-off episodes, for example, the one that you did with
Anime Trash.
Yeah, with Anime Trash. And then this obviously being an actual a fucking which is why within the main story, if you notice unlike the other videos, there's not episode 1, 2, and 3 because it's gonna be all over the place. So
of course,
in today's episode, we'll actually be focusing on the origin story of the origin story of Imperium. And so, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, are y'all ready to go to Evilise?
I'm ready.
Alright, so we begin in this beautiful city of Giruvegan. Now, to describe Giruvegan to y'all, it's actually somewhat of an abandoned mystical place found within a forest that the name of I will not disclose not to spoil too much of the actual story. With that being said, we are at the council. This is where all the Occurians are. For clarification, Occurians are the gods and the deities of this universe, of this world. Very powerful entities. And they have a council to be able to disperse, meetings, etc. And so on this adventure today, we will actually finish a meeting, and we will have another Occurian, who has no name as of right now, and he will be speaking to Imperium, and this is where our story begins. Imperium.
Yes.
So we just had a meeting in the council, and we actually have somewhat of bad news.
Everything all right?
Well, do you recall Vinat?
How can I not forget that name?
Well, he has actually abandoned the council, and we sort of banished him, but before we were even able to, he decided to leave beyond his own accord. He wishes to help out the Humes. Something about he wants to bring the reign of the gods to an end.
So he wants to end us.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, we cannot permit this to happen. Why he would even think like that, I don't understand. But I don't know. What say you about this?
I'll do what it takes to stop him.
Do you think you're ready? Vinod is one of the most strongest.
I had no choice.
That is true. We've thought about sending somebody else, but seeing that you seem so willing to do it, the council is willing to give you a chance. We want you to get stronger. We want to eventually place you within the council, and I feel like this is the perfect test. What we need you to do is to either A, convince Vinod to return, and then from there we will be able to judge him. And if that is not possible, then you are to eliminate him wherever he stands.
I don't want things to turn into a fight, but if need be, I'll talk to him. But if he attacks, I have no choice.
Well, as one of the higher Occurian, I believe that we can entrust you with this task, and therefore, do what you have to do.
It will be done.
In the meantime, we actually don't know the whereabouts of Vinad. But there might be somebody who might be able to help you.
Who is he?
Well, there is this very wise creature. He is a Mughal by the name of Mont Blanc. What I want you to do is I want you to get close to him. I feel like he will be the one to be able to give you the information. Act dumb. Act like you don't know what's going on. Once you become... He is trustworthy, but we also don't know how humans and other races, how they can be deceitful. So whenever you do meet him, at first, just act like you don't know. As you get closer, if you feel like you could trust him, explain the situation to him. And he'll probably be able to tell you where you can find Vinod.
Okay.
Obviously, before anything, you'll definitely have to find a body. As you know, being an Occurian, you actually cannot technically interact with the physical world. So before you head out from Giruvegan,
I need to find a host.
Yes, exactly. So with that being said, as you know, at the outskirts of our city, there is a teleport crystal. We will give you a teleport stone, and we would like for you to go to Rebanaster. Excuse me. With that being said, just find a host body, and then just go from there. Find Mont Blanc.
Okay.
Do not fail us, Imperium.
I won't fail you.
Okay. So, with that being said, do you elect to go to the teleport crystal?
Yes.
Okay. Do you elect to... You arrive at the teleport crystal. Do you care to save your game?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now that you arrive at the teleport crystal, would you like to use your teleport stone?
Is there a chance for me to search for stuff, or is it...
Yes, go ahead. Roll a d20 and just beat a 5.
14.
So you see that the only thing that you actually find is that there is the statue of this Gigas. Now, a Gigas is a creature that is essentially almost like a giant. Mm-hmm. It is headless. This one has a Buster Blade, which, fourth wall break, is the same blade that Cloud Strife carries from Final Fantasy VII. You see that it is in stone, and you recognize that it is a guardian. So, like, what do you care to do from there?
What can I do with the statue?
Well, I mean, I suppose you could approach it, touch it, or whatever.
I like to examine it.
So, as you examine the statue, you see that it actually lifts its sword from the ground, being that it is, excuse me, that it is impaled into the ground. It lifts it and it manifests into an actual creature. Being the guardian of Giruvegan, it looks at you and it wishes to speak to you. Do you care to interact with it?
Yes.
Imperium, why do you summon me?
I honestly didn't think you were real. I honestly thought you were just a statue.
No, I am very much real. I am here to defend and to make sure that nobody enters the city, the sacred city.
Hey, have you seen anything suspicious that I ate lately?
Not in years, my friend. Not in years.
Okay, well that points out the solution here and go through here, so. Okay then. That's all I have to say.
I will return to my post then.
Very well.
With your blessing.
Okay, so as you see, he grabs his sword and he plunges it back into the ground and he turns back into stone.
That's different.
Mm-hmm. This might be a boss that y'all face later in the future. Okay. So what else do you like to do from here?
I like to use the teleport stone.
Okay. So you go to the teleport crystal and use your teleport stone, and usually when you use one, it gives you a bunch of areas that you have visited or whatever. You haven't visited any areas. You've been living Giruvegan all your life, but you see that Rebanaster is available. Do you care to go to Rebanaster?
Yes.
So, as you give the teleport stone up to the teleport crystal, you see yourself starting to disappear, and you warp, and when you awaken, you are now in the royal city of Rebanaster. You are at the south gate. All around you, you see it's a pretty busy city. There's a lot of Humes, there's Bangas, which are like lizard people, Seeds, they're like lizard people, a lot of Mughals, which, you know, are like anthropomorphic bunnies, you know, with wings, some of them don't.
Yeah.
A very lively city, to say the least. So, with that being said, no one can see you, obviously, since you are in your Occurian form. So what do you elect to do from there?
I elect to search for a human host, a perfect one.
A perfect human host. Okay. So do you elect to look for a human host where you're at currently in the South Gate? Or do you elect to go maybe somewhere else within the city?
I'll search within the city.
Okay. So as you leave Southgate, you actually go to the city plaza, which is literally in the center of the city. It's actually a beautiful part of the city. Up to the north of it is actually a balcony to where you can see Lowtown and the rest of the city. Beautiful fucking view. And it's actually a very nice, beautiful day. You know, blue skies, white clouds. In the middle of the plaza, there is what's it called? Excuse me. There is, in the middle of the plaza, there's a water fountain, and you see that there's, you know, civilians there. You know, some of them talking, chatting. Some of them are even like gambling, playing games. You know, and you see that there are 3 locations that you could possibly go to. Obviously, the balcony. You know, it's just a view of the city. The gate that you just came from is the south gate, which would lead to what is Giza Plains. The east side, or I suppose to your left, would be what goes to the east gate, which goes to what would be the Ester Sand. And then to your right side, which would be on the west, would be what the Aerodrome and the Wester Sand. But you see that there's also, like right next to the balcony, another like small entrance to, and you see that it has a sign above that says that has like a list of shops. So where do you like to go from here?
I'll go to the shops.
Okay, so you pass the plaza and you go to the area. The first shops that you see are what's it called? The first shops you see is Miguelo Sundries, which it explains on the billboard that it's potions and stuff of the sort. On the left hand side, you see that there's Amal's weaponry. Right across from it is Panami's Protectives. And you see that there's still more stretch, but obviously this is like one block, and this is a very, very large you know, area. So, do you like to look for a host?
Look for a host.
Okay, so you see a lot of people conversating and, you know, just going about their day. Some of them walking, you know what I'm saying, chatting. And you notice that there seems to be like a lone, I guess essentially it would seem like a hunter almost. What's it called? This is the DM speaking. This is potentially the person that you would end up, possessing as being Nero. So, do you like to approach this human being?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you approach him, you hear him talking to a companion, asking where Clan Centurio might be. And you hear, and as he's speaking to this Mughal, he explains to him that that Clan Centurio is, you know, more further down. He is explaining to him the directions, and that he tells him that that's where he could find Mont Blanc. So, do you like to go there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Wait, actually, before you elect to, so you just elect to go to Clan Centurio before you possess this person?
I actually want to try and possess him if I can.
Okay. So, with that being said, we will both roll a d20, and whoever, if you have a high number higher than mine, you will possess this person. If not, then you know. Okay. I have rolled a 7, and you have rolled a 4.
Dang.
So you go ahead to try to possess this person, and it just doesn't happen. Like he feels like, but he does feel like comfortable, and he feels like a chill down his spine. And so he bids farewell to the Moogle. Excuse me. And he decides, just to go about his way. What do you like to do? Do you like to follow him?
I like to follow him, yes. I like to follow him.
So as he's walking, he kind of goes into the center of the area where he's at. He takes to the left, and it's another part that it's not as nice, but it is also. He eventually cuts corners, and eventually goes into a area of the city known as the Move-Through Bazaar. Now, in the Move-Through Bazaar, he goes to this other much smaller balcony, and there's nobody around him, and he kind of seems upset, kind of. So, with that being said, perhaps, and this is the DM speaking, perhaps you should try to talk to him, and see maybe he's willing to allow you to possess him. So, what do you like to do? Do you like to just?
I like to communicate with him. See if I at least try to.
Okay, we'll roll a d20 and just beat a 5.
6 or 9 or.
Let me see. I believe that is a 9.
Awesome.
So, what ends up happening is, as he's looking at the balcony, he notices something strange, and time just kind of stops. He's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And because he noticed that some children and civilians that he was walking that were just playing down in Lowtown, where he could see from the balcony, just stopped, and he's like, "What the hell is going on? Do you like to show your form to him and speak to him?"
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you already rolled. So, what do you like to say to him?
Do not fear me, human.
Whoa, what are you?
My name is Occurian. I am an Occurian.
Wow.
My spectral form can't comprehend humans, so I have slowed down time for you so I can communicate with you.
Wow. But why me?
We both have the same mission here.
What mission?
I know you gotta look for a Moogle named... What was it? I forgot his name. Momblank.
How did you know?
It was a hunch. I also overheard you talking to someone looking for him.
And he's like, "So that was you? When I was talking to the Moogle?"
I was trying to communicate with you, but seeing the fact there was everyone around you and so many eyewitnesses, I really couldn't take the risk.
He's like, "Makes sense." He's like, "But I don't believe that you want to join the clan for the same reasons that I do."
Well, what is your reasons?
Well, to be honest with you, he's like, "I've just been like a lone hunter for some time. I really don't have any skills or anything going on, really. I just came to the city essentially because I overheard some travelers talking about Clan Centurio, and that it is a place where one can go to get stronger. I don't know. I just don't have a purpose in life. To be honest with you, I've just been very depressed, and I figured that maybe like by becoming a hunter, I could become stronger, and that I would probably be able to, find purpose, be able to do something. And I don't know, but I, like you say, have a hunch that you definitely, I don't know, that you probably have a higher purpose than I do. You're probably wanting to join the clan for a much grander purpose than I do. Why would you even choose me? You don't even know if I'm strong or not.
The thing is, and I don't want to scare you or anything, but there's a certain enemy out there that's willing to end my race.
So what is it that you need from me?
Your body. I can't fight in this form. I can only do so much. My form can't be seen in the physical world. I need a human host so I can interact with other humans out here.
What do I get in return?
A bigger purpose.
You're asking for a lot. But I do know about you. I mean, who in Evilise doesn't know about the Occurian? Y'all are, some of the most powerful beings within our realm, within this universe. I'm honored. I just don't know if I can fulfill the task that you're asking me to. I don't feel like I'm strong enough.
But you can be.
So what you're saying is that you'll help me get stronger?
Yes. We both have a big purpose in this world, but we need each other's help.
Tell you what. Give me till tonight. I will be here at the same place. If you haven't found a better body, then come find me. And I'll let you know my final decision.
You got a deal.
May I know your name, by the way?
Imperium.
Well, pleasure to meet you. I know I can't shake your hand or anything. And he does a small bow. My name is Nero.
Pleasure to meet you, Nero. Hope to see you tonight.
Okay. That is a deal. And with that, time returns back to normal. And Nero just kind of, like stands there, just thinks about it for a minute. He knows that you're still there, but he just kind of like ignores your presence, if you will. And so from here, do you like to, just
I like to wait.
You like to wait there?
Yes.
Okay. So as the day goes by, you see all matter of people, all potential hosts. Being that it's the bazaar area, the Muther Bazaar area, you see a lot of hunters go by. Obviously, you would assume from the Clan Centurio, you see a lot of Imperials, a lot of guards. You see a lot Vieiras, Siegs, Bangas. Out of all these people, have you had your heart and mind set on Nero? Or do you like to go find another body?
I like for Nero.
Okay. Well, as everything continues, it's the nighttime falls. And as he had said earlier, when you finally arrive, you stayed there all day.
Yeah.
Nero returns. Do you like to speak to him again?
Yes.
Roll a d20 and beat a 1.
Watch it's a 0. No.
Right.
14.
Okay. So you do the same thing as earlier. And this time, unlike earlier, he doesn't freak out. And he's like, so what did you decide?
I still like you as my host.
I was afraid you'd say that. I don't really have a purpose, but I don't know about just giving my body up to somebody.
I know you're hesitant, but this mission I'm doing is a matter of life and death, especially for your world as well.
The only thing I request is that if you do possess me, can I still be conscious?
Yes.
And we work as a team and make decisions together.
I agree.
If those are the conditions, then I'm fine with it. And I will gladly serve as your host, body.
Excellent.
Roll a d20 and beat a 1.
18.
So I suppose describe how you possess Nero's body.
First, my eyes glow red.
Mm-hmm.
I put my hand on his head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I suddenly take form. And then I possess him.
What is your reaction to your new body?
I'm human.
Well, sort of. I'm still here.
I do forget. We are a team now.
With that being said, we should probably find Clan Centurio. What is it your mission exactly, if you don't mind me asking? I feel like if we're partners, I deserve to know.
I'll explain on the way to Mont Blanc because it's a long journey, and I figured this is a chance to give you this long explanation on why we are partners.
That sounds fair to me. Well, then let's find Mont Blanc.
We shall.
And so, with that being said, it's still nighttime, but the shops haven't closed yet. And you notice that there's actually one shop that is still somehow, the dude's barely just putting all his stuff up. Do you elect to? It is ran by a bongo. Do you elect to go there?
What is the shop in particular?
You see that it, unlike the other shops that had banners and names on it, it doesn't have a name. It has a banner, but it has a peculiar sign on it.
My curiosity bests me. I'll do it. I'll
speak to him.
Interact with him. Yes.
Okay. And so the bongo's like, "Oi, we're closed."
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was just curious about your wares because I don't see any sign of what you offer here.
Well, my boy, this shop is actually only reserved for clan members. Members of Clan Centurio.
Clans of...
You have never heard of Clan Centurio?
Unfortunately, no. I'm new here, so I don't...
Well, it is one of the finest clans in the world. They hunt some of the strongest monsters, and it is ran by the great Mughal Mont Blanc.
Where do we find him?
You want to join the clan?
Yes, I do.
Well, you know what, young man? Tell you what, if you help me put up some of the wares, I'll take you to Clan Centurio.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Okay, so you help him put the stuff up, and he shakes your hand, and he's like, "Thank you very much, sir, for your help." He's like, "I will lead you to the clan."
Thank you.
And so, as he puts his stuff up, he walks you down the path, and just straight ahead. And then, as you see it, as y'all continue walking, he points at a building, and you see that it's a beautiful giant building with the same emblem that you saw that it was on his shop. And he's like, "That there, my friend, is Clan Centurio."
It's beautiful.
You see that bongo right there, and you notice that there's a bongo guarding the door. He's like, "Just speak to that man, and he'll get you to Mont Blanc."
Awesome.
I wish you the best on your journey.
Thank you.
And with that being said, that is the end of today's mini session. Oh, how do you feel?
Pretty good. Now people will know how I possessed Nero to begin with.
Yeah.
They actually know like where I came from and where my mission started anyway. So.
Yeah, I love this episode, bro. I feel like this is a dope origins. Is it short? Yes, but I mean,
it's a side quest. So I mean.
Yeah, and it gives more depth and backstory to your character, and to the dynamic that you're gonna have with Nero. So I think that's definitely gonna be interesting. That unlike most people, you don't possess like how you do other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, dope episode. Appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
So we just do outros and just call it a night.
All right. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to The Essence, and subscribe to Renegamer, and I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. You have a good day.
And this is yours truly, your DM, Phoenix the Fallen Angel, the creator of The Essence. This has been Dungeons and Dumbasses Final Fantasy Edition's side quest, maybe? Question mark. And appreciate y'all, watching the videos and showing us love, sharing, commenting, subscribing.
That's facts.
And we'll see y'all on the next episode of D&D FF Edition. We're out.
We're out.
Peace.